The courtyard was ablaze with chaos, clashing swords reflecting glimmers of lightning as a storm brewed overhead. The scent of lantern oil and rain mingled in the air, and the cracked stone floor beneath was littered with fallen warriors, their cries swallowed by the thunder. At the center of it stood Lin Wei, his face betraying no fear, only determination and sorrow, a quiet anguish buried behind resolute eyes. Before him, a half-circle of enemies surrounded the sacred artifact, the true coin, a small ancient disc said to choose destiny's keeper. To Wei, it was more than a relic. It was the key to unveiling the secrets of the record of knowledge and craft, the document that held weapon-making techniques powerful enough to tip the balance of centuries-long political unrest. Yet his enemies were not mere soldiers. They were strategists, spies, and family members warped by ambition. A voice pierced the storm. "You would die here for that sword, Lin Wei?" It was the cold, mocking tone of General Zhang, a once trusted ally who now stood on the opposing side, clad in black armor, his presence as menacing as the shadows that rolled under the storm clouds. Lin Wei didn't answer with words. He adjusted his stance, drawing on the techniques passed to him by his late master, the famed craftsman who had forged the sky-edged sword itself. The blade seemed to hum with recognition, ready to strike for honor, not vengeance. Wei's resolve ran deeper than loyalty to the kingdom. It was for his family, the mother who believed him dead, the love he'd betrayed, and the legacy he'd sworn to protect. "Lin Wei!" A voice from behind him. Wei dared not turn as he fought another adversary, a swift, snake-like swordsman whose movements were as fluid as water. But he knew the voice well. Mei Shu. She stood not 6 paces behind him, her attire flowing like silk despite its purpose as battle gear, her jade clasp gleaming at her temple. Clutched in her hand was the torn marriage contract, once a symbol of union, now rejection and freedom. Her voice trembled, cutting through the chaos. "You would rather fight for that coin, for those secrets, than fight for me." Wei's hand faltered for the briefest moment before his blade lashed forward, disarming the snake-like soldier. Then, as if caught between opposing winds, he hesitated. But the words froze in his throat. Behind her, 2 shadows emerged, figures cloaked in betrayal. "Lin Wei!" Mei screamed, spinning toward the threat. Her blade flashed in defense, her movements as graceful as they were deadly. Wei lunged forward, shielding her just as another assassin struck from the side. The two moved in tandem, their swords singing, their connection undeniable, even in its fracture. The storm surged above. Wei managed to glance at Mei through the whirlwind of blades. "I fight for us both," he murmured, though she couldn't hear. Their swords worked as one, until a crackling boom shattered the skies. Lightning struck the ancient tower behind them, revealing their enemies in a blinding flash. Wei spotted General Zhang stepping forward, holding the true coin aloft for his forces to see. Zhang's cold smile glinted in the stormlight as he mocked them. "You'll fight all sides, but destiny will choose me." Wei could see it, the coin beginning to spin, its 8 intricate carvings glowing faintly as if activated by the storm. Mei Shu's voice came through, breathless yet furious. "Don't let them twist destiny, Wei. Don't let them take it." But Wei hesitated. Zhang had played his final card, a promise that if Wei surrendered, his estranged mother would live. Trapped between duty and love, Wei forced himself into action, his movements precise, deadly, yet aching with sorrow. What would he sacrifice? What would he fight to protect? He had mere seconds to decide.